Hey everybody, my name's Roger and I'm one of the pastors in Bosch PM who also works with a team of pastors across the city to create the group guides that you get every week. And this week we're trying something slightly new in that for the rest of this series you're going to get a short video along with your group guide that's just going to help give you a couple of the headlines around what to expect and equipping you for the journey. To let you know that if you've got any feedback around group guides or ways we could do small group better, please feel free to drop me an email at roger@commongroundchurch.co.za. This week we're looking at the parables of Jesus, and the series is the stories Jesus told, and we're going to get stuck into that right now. Let me talk a little bit about this week and what's going to be happening. We're week 2 of the Stories Jesus Told series, and we're looking at parables of Jesus. Parables are an amazing topic of discussion in small group because they've got so much power for interpreting our lives and making sense of our lives, and also they're so simple. Hey, don't get too complex this week. Parables are simple because Jesus wanted them to be applicable at the deepest part of our lives. Hey, if you're wondering why we do, the same thing on a Wednesday as we do on a Sunday, don't forget, we take James 1 really seriously. We're not just hearers of the word, but we're also doers of the word. And so we listen on a Sunday, and on Wednesday we practice it. We want to be able to do what God's teaching us. Let's look at this week. What are we looking at? We're looking at the wise and the foolish builder. Jesus tells the story. It's an amazing one. We're going to do things slightly differently this week. We're only going to have 4 questions in the guide. And I'm suggesting that we may not even get to all 4. Let me tell you why. What we're going to do is we're going to ask a question, then reread the passage, then remind the people of the question we've asked, and then let people discuss that. Simply saying is that we really want to put the pressure on the text to give the answers, rather than putting pressure on you, the small group leader, to incite the answers for them. And so here's how it's going to work. Ask a question, read the text, and then ask the question again. And do that 4 times over. After each time, letting people discuss for 5 to 7 minutes. Let me give you a few tips on how this is going to work really well in your group this week. 1, remind your group of the rules that are in your group guide. Simple discussion rules that'll help. Secondly, this method puts lots of pressure on the text itself. The Holy Spirit loves this pressure. He's really great at bringing text to life in people's hearts. So make sure you don't speak before others do. Give people a chance to chat. Secondly, ensure that you listen carefully. God is going to use certain people's lives and contributions and stories, and you want to make sure that you're listening carefully and pushing in and probing different people as they contribute. Also, after the question that you ask, there's a good chance there'll be a silence or 2. Don't jump in and say what you need to say. Let the silences happen and let people contribute around the group. It's going to be powerful as people begin to dig into the passage. And then finally, tell people to bring their Bibles. It's going to be such an important thing that the Bible is open in front whilst this passage is being read. Remember, you're reading it 4 times. So to have the passage open is going to be what's going to be the power in the evening, because people are going to let the passage read them. And all the while that you're doing this, make sure you're building a reservoir in your own life around how to lead these kinds of discussions. And let me say this finally. Have fun. Laugh. You're not building the church. It's Jesus that's building the church. So make sure you're enjoying yourself, because as you have fun, your group will have fun, and God will bring some wonderful stuff to light as you read this passage together and discuss it. So enjoy yourselves this week.